Hi everyone, I am Arpita Sharma. I am your educator here on Arpita Sharma classes, and today we are going to do in-depth analysis of paper 1 UPSC prelims 4th October 2020. We are going to analyze the first 25 questions of paper 1. As we all know that the prelims question paper of paper 1 this year was a little tricky, right? Why little tricky? Because if you have no conceptual clarity of the topics that you are studying in the current affairs or in your textbooks, then for those students, this year's prelims 2020 question paper might have been very tricky and very complex and tough. But for students who had conceptual clarity while they were studying the current affairs and the other textbooks, for those students, this year prelims was easy, right? It was moderate and it was well balanced and crackable. So we are going to look into the questions, the nature of the questions, how the examiner twisted the statements in the questions, and from probably what sources the question paper was formed, right? So we are going to look deeper into that. We are going to start with the first 25 questions and then the next 25 and then the next questions. We are going to cover the entire question paper. We are going to cover the entire, solve the entire question paper very strategically, question wise, right? Let's start with the analysis. Now, when we look at question number 1, that is with reference to cultural history of India, consider the following pairs. Now, the question says, it says which with respect, you can say respect to or with reference to the cultural history of India. See, from art and culture questions were not asked this time. Questions were basically formed from the ancient Indian history. This year's question paper was targeting ancient and medieval Indian history, not even the modern Indian history. Very few questions came from modern Indian history. We all know that modern Indian history dominates UPSC prelims question paper, but this year the entire but modern history, UPSC changed its pattern all of a sudden, right, this year. And modern history was not the dominating topic in this year's prelims question paper out of history, but the ancient and medieval history dominated. So we can see, we can learn one thing from this year's question paper, that UPSC is really, it is really unpredictable. यूपीएससी सच में अनप्रिडिक्टेबल है. So the teachers who are telling you to focus only on modern Indian history or only on the art and culture section for prelims and forget about ancient Indian history in prelims, those teachers, those educators, they were proven wrong this time. The coaching institutes or the coaching centers, wherever you are taking guidance from, if they are telling you to study only few important topics for prelims, few important subjects for prelims and forget the rest of them, right? For example, agriculture was not given importance since the last 10 years, or you can say last 5 years, right? But now this year questions were coming from agriculture only, right? Agriculture इतना important नहीं रहता था पिछले 5-8 साल में, बट इस बार क्या हुआ, क्वेश्चन सिर्फ और सिर्फ एग्रीकल्चर से पूछा जा रहा था. So you can see that UPSC is highly unpredictable. That means if you are skipping certain topics just to be on the other side of the risk or other side of the prelims, then you are doing a grave mistake. You are committing a grave mistake. तो आपको UPSC ने ये दिखा दिया कि हमें holistic तैयारी करनी है, right? So here also you can see the question comes from ancient Indian history. ये question भी ancient medieval Indian history से ही पूछा गया है, ठीक है? So now here the question says with reference to cultural history of India, consider the following pairs: Parivrajaka, renunciant and wanderer; Shramana, priest with a high status; Upasaka, lay follower of Buddhism. Which of the pairs given above are correctly matched? इसमें से कौन सा pair correctly matched है? Correct pair, right? Let us understand first the source of the question. पहले ये समझ लेते हैं ये question आया कहाँ से. Now the students who were not very well prepared, they might be confused. वो confuse हो गए होंगे, भाई ये कहाँ से पढ़ लिया, right? We have not studied this. But you have studied this, but you ignored it, right? It was there in your textbooks also. It is very well there in the syllabus, but we tend to ignore the important things and we tend to understand or grasp only those topics which are given to us or served to us by the coaching institutes. That is the mistake that we are doing, right? So let's understand the source of this topic. Source समझ लेते हैं. Source is religion and philosophy. जो सोर्स है इसका आपके सिलेबस में वो है रिलीजन एंड फिलोसफी. एंड देयर आर टू मेजर, आई हैव ऑलवेज स्ट्रेस्ड अपॉन दिस फैक्ट दैट देयर आर टू मेजर रिलीजन्स which UPSC targets every year. First is Buddhism. पहला हो गया आपका Buddhism. I have given this hint to you even before prelims 2019. Prelims 2019 से पहले भी in all my classes I always repeat that when you are studying religion and philosophy, focus on Buddhism and Jainism, because इसी में से ना in depth questions dig करके पूछता है UPSC. UPSC digs deeper into these two religions, right? एंड हियर श्रमना जो वर्ड है, इधर आप जो श्रमना वर्ड देख रहे हो, ठीक है, दिस वर्ड इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ बुद्धिज्म एंड जैनिज्म, श्रमना का मतलब क्या होता है, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड, right? So Shramana tradition we have studied. If you have attended my art and culture and class, right, in the religion and philosophy section, I have taught the students on Unacademy Plus about the Shramana tradition. Unacademy Plus पे मैंने Shramana tradition के बारे में पढ़ाया था. अगर आपने मेरी Unacademy Plus की क्लास कभी भी ली हो तो आपको पता होगा कि Shramana tradition क्या है, right? So here in the Shramana tradition, it is also a movement which was a non-Vedic movement. Shramana movement की बात करें तो ये एक non-Vedic movement रहा है, which is parallel to Vedic Hinduism in ancient India, right? So Shramana means a seeker. Shramana का मतलब क्या होता है, seeker. Seeker means, write it down, one who performs acts of austerity, right? That means one who is an ascetic. So Shramana is a wandering monk. Shramana कौन होता है, ये एक wandering monk होता है. He is a wandering monk. That is a Shramana. And Shramana tradition gave rise to Jainism and Buddhism. And the Shramanas, they adopted a path that is alternate to the Vedic rituals. So they were, you can say, if you want to walk out of the Vedic rituals, if you want to reject the Vedic rituals, those people, they converted themselves into Shramanas. Okay, clear? They renounced the domestic life. इतनी बात सबको समझ आ गई? तो ये श्रमना का मतलब होता है. नाउ हियर द क्वेश्चन सेज श्रमना मीन्स प्रीस्ट विद अ हाई स्टेटस. दैट मीन्स सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज रॉन्ग. अगर आपने श्रमना ट्रेडिशन बेसिकली पढ़ा है तो आप पहले ही देखते ही स्टेटमेंट को रॉन्ग प्रूव कर दोगे. सो दिस इज रॉन्ग. नाउ इफ श्रमना स्टेटमेंट इज रॉन्ग, देन ऑब्वियसली ऑप्शन ए विल बी एलिमिनेटेड, ऑप्शन सी विल बी एलिमिनेटेड, ऑप्शन डी विल बी एलिमिनेटेड. करेक्ट आंसर विल बी बी. करेक्ट आंसर आपके पास क्या बचेगा, ऑप्शन बी, दैट इज 1 and 3. नाउ दिस इज द एलिमिनेशन मेथड दैट आई हैव गिवन यू. ये मैंने आपको बताया है एलिमिनेशन मेथड. समझ आई बात सबको? सो यू कैन राइट इट डाउन. दिस इज हाउ यू कैन सॉल्व अ क्वेश्चन इवन विद लिमिटेड नॉलेज. आप अगर लिमिटेड नॉलेज है आपको, राइट, तब भी आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर सकते हो बहुत ही इजीली. पहला क्वेश्चन तो क्लियर हो गया. शर्मना रॉन्ग है तो एलिमिनेटेड ए ऑप्शन, सी ऑप्शन, डी ऑप्शन. करेक्ट ऑप्शन विल बी बी. नाउ व्हाट इज उपासका? ये उपासका वर्ड अगेन इट इज टेकन फ्रॉम बुद्धिज्म. कहां से लिया गया है, बुद्धिज्म से. उपासका, दिस इज द टाइटल ऑफ द फॉलोअर्स ऑफ बुद्धिज्म who are not monks or nuns or living in a monastic life. ठीक है, वो लोग जो है तो बुद्धिस्ट बट कोई मोनास्टिक लाइफ नहीं जी रहे हैं, राइट? ले फॉलोअर ऑफ बुद्धिज्म, अ पर्सन हु फॉलोज बुद्धिज्म बट ही इज नॉट अ मंक, ही इज आल्सो लीडिंग अ डोमेस्टिक लाइफ. ठीक है, दैट इज अ उपासका. दैट मीन्स द ले डेविटी ऑफ गौतम बुद्धा. सर्वेंट, इसका संस्कृत वर्ड क्या होता है, इन संस्कृत इट मीन्स सर्वेंट. ठीक है, सो अ ले फॉलोअर ऑफ बुद्धिज्म और गौतम बुद्धा, राइट, दैट इज अ बुद्धिस्ट हु इज नॉट अ मेंबर ऑफ मोनास्टिक ऑर्डर. प्लीज राइट इट डाउन. ठीक है, इसको प्लीज लिख लीजिए. ये है एक ऐसा बुद्धिस्ट हु इज नॉट लिविंग अ मोनास्टिक लाइफ, जो कि एक मोनास्टिक लाइफ नहीं जी रहा बट ही फॉलोज बुद्धिज्म. दैट इज उपासका. क्लियर? इतनी बात सबको समझ आ गई. एंड उपासका मीन्स अ मेल बुद्धिस्ट हु इज नॉट लिविंग अ मोनास्टिक लाइफ. इफ शी इज अ फीमेल, इफ अ फीमेल बुद्धिस्ट is a follower of Gautam Buddha but she is not living a life of a monk, then she will be known as upasika. ठीक है, ये तो उपासका हो गया. अगर कोई औरत है जो कि बुद्धिज्म को फॉलो करती है बट एक मोनास्टिक लाइफ नहीं जी रही, उसको हम बोलेंगे उपासिका. ठीक है, क्लियर? सो थर्ड स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज परिव्रजका. नाउ परिव्रजका इज अ टर्म रिलेटेड टू हिंदुइज्म. ये जो टर्म है ना, ये हिंदुइज्म से रिलेटेड है. नाउ परिव्रजका मीन्स अ पर्सन हु इज वॉन्डरिंग, अ वॉन्डरिंग सुप्रीम सोल इज परिव्रजका. ठीक है, तो रिनंसिएट और वॉन्डरर, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. परिव्रजका मीन्स अ वॉन्डरिंग सोल. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? एक सुप्रीम सोल, अ वॉन्डरिंग सोल, renunciant, that means who has left all the materialistic objects of the universe, that is parivrajaka. So here second statement is wrong. First and third are absolutely correct. Even you can answer this question with elimination method with limited knowledge. ठीक है, if you have studied Shramana tradition in Buddhism and Jainism. ठीक है, इतनी बात समझ आ गई. I hope this was easy. Now coming on to the next question, that is question number 2. Now here the question says, now this question, mind you, it is taken from environment and ecology. ये क्वेश्चन जो है environment ecology से लिया गया है, and this year the questions from environment ecology were also increased. इस साल ना थोड़ा environment ecology पे focus ज़्यादा किया है UPSC ने, and this is the section which the educators also ignore. Most of the educators, they ignore this section in the current affairs, and most of the students, they also do not give much importance to environment and ecology. रट लेते हैं, right? The students, they cram environment and ecology, and that is the mistake that you are doing, because here common sense based conceptual questions were asked, not the crammed one. Okay, so the question says with reference to Indian elephants. Now you can see that Indian elephants, since the month of May, they were in news, right? एक issue भी हुआ था, right? There was an issue also, very dreadful issue in news, right? The crackers, they were burst in the mouth of an elephant, right? So Indian elephants have been in news since the month of May 2000, not May 2020 but Jan 2020. January 2020 से elephants news में है, right? So we have to focus on every little detail which is happening around us. इधर ना यूपीएससी ने क्या चेक किया? यूपीएससी की गलती नहीं है. The students who are blaming UPSC for framing questions like these, right? The fault lies in those students. Why? Because UPSC is checking your awareness only. आप ही की तो अवेयरनेस चेक कर रहा है यूपीएससी. आप कितने अवेयर हो अपने इन्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से, राइट? आप रट्टेबाजी कर रहे हो या आप आंखें खोल के देख रहे हो क्या रहा है? आर यू क्रैमिंग और यू आर रियली लुकिंग इनटू योर एनवायरमेंट, व्हाट्स हैपनिंग अराउंड यू? दैट वाज चेक्ड इन दिस ईयर्स क्वेश्चन पेपर. सो विद रेफरेंस टू इंडियन एलिफेंट्स, कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स. Again, one thing I want to tell you, that students who are asking, ma'am, how many months current affairs we have to study, how many years current affairs we have to study, those are the students who cram current affairs, and those are the students who then blame UPSC for framing a tough question paper. Do not ask how many months current affairs you have to study, how many years current affairs you have to study. Last 1 year's current affairs you have to study because that is current. That is why it is named current affairs. ठीक है, लास्ट एक साल के तो करंट अफेयर पढ़ने ही है. लास्ट 1 year's करंट अफेयर्स यू हैव टू स्टडी. यू ऑल नो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज नोन एज करंट अफेयर्स. व्हाट इज हैपनिंग अराउंड यू. एक साल की तैयारी है, पिछले एक साल के करंट अफेयर पढ़ने ही है. बट देन व्हेन यू आर स्टडिंग टॉपिक्स इन द स्टैटिक बुक्स, फॉर एग्जांपल लक्ष्मीकांत और शंकर आईएएस, लिंक इट विद द पास्ट करंट अफेयर्स. ठीक है, जो टॉपिक्स आप लक्ष्मीकांत या शंकर आईएएस या फिर स्पेक्ट्रम में पढ़ते हो, उसको करंट अफेयर से लिंक अप करो, राइट? क्लियर? जैसे कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू आर रीडिंग अबाउट अ न्यूज ऑफ इंडियन एलिफेंट, अ क्रैकर बर्स्ट इन द माउथ ऑफ अ प्रेग्नेंट इंडियन एलिफेंट. इफ यू स्टार्ट रीडिंग दैट न्यूज, डू नॉट जस्ट गो ऑन ट्विटर और फेसबुक और इंस्टाग्राम एंड ट्वीट और इंस्टाग्राम अबाउट इट. How sad the condition is, how sad the condition of our society is. No, don't just do that. Study about the Indian elephants, the plight that they are suffering. What can the government do to improve their position? How can we conserve them? How can we protect them from such dangers in the future? As an IAS, you have to study, right? So stop commenting or stop asking how many years, how many months, how many weeks current affairs, how can we cram them, how can we ratify them. Don't ask these questions. Be aware. How can you help? How can you take steps to conserve these species? Think like that and you will get your answers. Okay. So now Indian elephants, 4 statements are given regarding the Indian elephants and you have to identify which is correct. कौन सा statement correct है ये identify करना है. First statement is saying the leader of an elephant group is a female. See, basic thing which you will not find in the books but you will find this in the current affairs. ये किताबों में नहीं मिलेगा, ये आपको current affairs में मिलेगा, ये आपको न्यूज़पेपर में भी नहीं मिलेगा. You will not find these statements in the newspaper also. You might skip that even if it is given in the newspaper. But this is your journal awareness. When you are reading about Indian elephants, you need to search a little and it takes hardly 5 to 10 minutes. आप किसी की Instagram की प्रोफाइल तो स्टॉप कर लेते हो पूरा दिन लगाकर, बट कोई चीज अगर गूगल पे कोई करंट अफेयर अच्छे से सर्च करना है, उसमें सबको आफत आती है, सबको आलस आता है. Students, they procrastinate searching the important topics or news in the on internet, but they dedicate their time to search a particular profile on Instagram or Facebook. That is where we are lacking. यहाँ पर हमारी गलती हो रही है. So here, leader of an elephant group is a female. Second statement, maximum gestation period can be 22 months. Now what is gestation? Gestation period is a period that a woman takes to stay pregnant. How long a woman is pregnant, that is gestation period. Here the statement says that the maximum gestation period can be 22 months. An elephant can normally go on calving till the age of 40 years only. Now again 40 years only, extreme statement आ गया. यहाँ पर जहाँ extreme statement आ जाता है, खतरे की घंटी आ जाती है. This is the bell of danger. ठीक है, the extreme statement only. Among the states in India, the highest elephant population is in Kerala. Now let's see which statement is correct. Now the first statement says leader of an elephant group is a female. That is absolutely correct. Why? Because elephant group is matriarch in nature. That means the female is the head of the elephant group. Matriarch है, patriarch नहीं है, unlike the Indian society, right? So it is matriarch in nature. That means the female leads the group. So first statement is correct. Second statement says maximum gestation period can be 22 months. Yes, it can be from 18 to 22 months. 18 से 22 months तक का gestation period होता है. Maximum can be 22, minimum can be 18. Here another important fact you are taking with yourself is that minimum can be 18. इधर एक और important fact जो आप आज learn कर रहे हो वो है कि minimum gestation period 18 months का हो सकता है, maximum 22. Second statement is also correct. Now if you are aware of the matriarchal condition of the leadership of the elephant group, अगर ये आपको basic awareness थी इसकी, तो आप easily B option को C option को eliminate कर सकते हो. Here also elimination method you could have used. यहाँ पर भी आप elimination method use कर सकते थे. अगर आपने किया है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. If you have used it, excellent, right? Why? Because first statement is, if you are aware of the first statement, then you can identify A and D option can be the probable answers and B and C can be eliminated. Now second statement मैं कह रही हूँ कि maximum gestation period 22 months है. That means it is correct. So here the correct answer will be A. 1 and 2 only. 1, 3, 4 ये भी eliminate हो गया. Third and fourth statements are wrong. Now one more thing that you need to remember is extra information जो मैं आपको दे रही हूँ वो ये है कि elephants are classified as, please write it down, Indian elephants, they are classified as, or all the elephants are classified as mega herbivores. ठीक है, इनको मेगा herbivores कहा जाता है. And they consume up to 150 kg of plant matter per day. एक दिन में 150 किलो तक plant matter ये consume करते हैं. So this is very very important. ये काफी ज्यादा important topic है जो आपको समझना चाहिए. ठीक है. And the fourth statement, देखो ये तो extreme statement था तो ये गलत होना ही था. This was extreme statement, right? तो ये तो गलत होना था. Now the next, the fourth statement says among the states in India the highest elephant population is in Kerala. Wrong. It is in Karnataka. कहाँ पर है? कर्नाटका में है, केरला में नहीं है, राइट? सो फोर्थ स्टेटमेंट इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग. ठीक है. नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. अब ये जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है ना, ये अगेन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि ये इजी भी है. कावेरी बेसिन के ऊपर कितने न्यूज करंट अफेयर्स में आते ही रहते हैं, राइट? द कावेरी वाटर मैनेजमेंट अथॉरिटी, राइट, और द कावेरी रिवर डिस्प्यूट, दिस इज ऑलवेज इन न्यूज. तो ये तो अगर आपने इसको मार्क नहीं किया, दैट मीन्स करंट अफेयर्स पढ़े ही नहीं. इफ यू हैवंट मार्क दिस, दैट मीन्स आपने करंट अफेयर्स सीरियसली पढ़े ही नहीं है. सो वी नीड टू, इफ यू हैव मार्क्ड इट रॉन्ग, अगर आपने ये गलत मार्क किया है तो मतलब करंट अफेयर्स पे फोकस करना है. नाउ दैट मीन्स you should not ratify the current affairs, but you should understand, remember clearly with awareness. समझो फायदा करंट अफेयर्स, आपको समझने हैं करंट अफेयर्स अवेयरनेस के साथ, रटना नहीं है, रटना छोड़ना पड़ेगा. इस यूपीएससी के क्वेश्चन पेपर ने समझाया है कि रटना गलत है. अगेन टेकन फ्रॉम environment ecology, environment and ecology से लिया गया है, right? So which of the following protected areas are located in Cauvery basin? Nagarhole National Park, Papikonda National Park, Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve, Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary. Right? The correct answer to this question is, correct answer है इधर C. ठीक है, C is the correct answer. That means statement the option 1, then the option 3 and 4 are correct. Nagarhole, Satyamangalam and Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, that is absolutely correct, and second is wrong. Second गलत है. Now first let us understand what are protected areas. ये क्या होते हैं? Protected areas or conservation areas are locations which receive protection because of their recognized natural, ecological or cultural values. Those are protected areas which receive protection from the government. ठीक है, clear? Now here Papikonda National Park. ये जो नेशनल पार्क है ना, ये गलत क्यों है? Why it is wrong? Because it is situated in the east and west of गोदावरी रिवर. ये गोदावरी रिवर के ईस्ट और वेस्ट पर situated है, not the कावेरी बेसिन. ठीक है, that is why it is incorrect. इसीलिए second statement can be eliminated. So option A can be eliminated, option D can be eliminated. Right? क्लियर? इतनी बात सबको समझ आ गई? अगर आप एलिमिनेशन मेथड भी लगाओगे तब भी आप इसका आंसर निकाल सकते हो. ठीक है. नाउ दी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन अ लिटिल ट्रिकी वन. यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा ये क्लीन बोल्ड करने वाला क्वेश्चन था. अगेन इट इज टेकन फ्रॉम एनवायरमेंट एंड इकोलॉजी एंड नॉट अ वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन आई मस्ट से. ये बहुत ज्यादा इजी क्वेश्चन भी नहीं था, थोड़ा सा इसमें दिमाग लगाना था. बट अगर आप इसमें कैच लाइन पकड़ लो इसकी तो ये बहुत इजी था. इसमें इजीली 2 मार्क्स तो आप गेन कर सकते हो. Right, let us see which question is it. Now with reference to India's biodiversity, Ceylon frogmouth, coppersmith barbet, grey-chinned minivet and white-throated redstart. White-throated redstart, this was in news and Ceylon frogmouth was in news. तो अगर आपने थोड़ा सा रट्टाफिकेशन ना करते हुए समझी होगी न्यूज़पेपर के करंट अफेयर्स को तो आप इसको बहुत इजीली मार्क कर सकते थे. If you had not ratified the current affairs and if you have studied it with awareness, then you could have marked it very easily. With reference to India's biodiversity, these are birds, primates, reptiles or amphibians. So correct answer in this case is, it is A. A is the correct answer. That is, these are birds. ये क्या हैं? ये सब birds हैं. ठीक है. नाउ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दे आर आस्किंग. आपको सिलोन फ्रॉगमाउथ के बारे में न्यूज़पेपर में आएगा, इसका स्टेटस क्या है, ये क्रिटिकली इंडेंजर्ड है, वल्नरेबल है, राइट, या ये कहाँ पाई गई है. बट आपको ये भी याद रखना है कि ये स्पीशीज है क्या. यू ऑल्सो हैव टू रिमेंबर व्हाट दी स्पीशीज यू आर स्टडिंग, व्हाट आर दी स्पीशीज. Instead of just remembering about their vulnerability status or just remembering their habitat, you also have to remember the basic information. Are these primates, are these reptiles, amphibians or birds? ठीक है. अब आपको समझ आ रहा होगा. now you have to learn from your mistake. If you have marked it incorrectly, you have to learn why did you mark it incorrectly, where did you फॉल्ट, कहां पर आपने गलती कर दी समझने में. ठीक है, न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ने में. तो ये आपका एक तरीके से सीखने, लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस है. करेक्ट आंसर इज बर्ड्स. नाउ दिस इज सिलोन फ्रॉगमाउथ. ये कौन है? ये आपके है सिलोन फ्रॉगमाउथ, जिसके बारे में क्वेश्चन में भी पूछा गया है. एंड इट वाज फाउंड इन श्रीलंका. ये श्रीलंका में रिपोर्ट किया गया था इन द करंट अफेयर्स. राइट, सो दिस इज सिलोन फ्रॉगमाउथ. क्लियर? एंड दिस इज कॉपरस्मिथ बार्बेट. ठीक है, ये आपकी दूसरी बर्ड है, कॉपरस्मिथ बार्बेट. एंड दिस इज व्हाइट थ्रोटेड रेडस्टार्ट. व्हाइट थ्रोटेड क्यों? क्योंकि आप इधर देख सकते हो, दिस इज द व्हाइट थ्रोट ऑफ दिस बर्ड. ठीक है, क्लियर? सो दीज आर द इंपॉर्टेंट स्पीशीज व्हिच वर आस्क्ड इन your prelims question paper. Coppersmith barbet, grey-chinned minivet, white-throated redstart and Ceylon frogmouth. Now the next question, which one of the following protected areas, I have told you about the protected areas, is well known for the conservation of subspecies of Indian swamp deer, that is Barasingha, that thrives well on hard ground and is exclusively graminivorous. Now these are the terms that you need to look out for in your question paper, right? Because in the next year they can, it is unpredictable, कहीं से भी कुछ भी questions बना लेंगे, right? और ये सब होगा कहीं से भी नहीं, करंट अफेयर से ही होगा. बट आपको थोड़ी अवेयरनेस अपनी स्ट्रॉन्ग रखनी होगी, राइट? हियर प्रोटेक्टेड एरियाज, इंडियन स्वैम्प डियर एंड ग्रामिनिवोरस, दीज आर द टर्म्स यू हैव टू लुक आउट फॉर. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज कान्हा नेशनल पार्क, मानस नेशनल पार्क, मुदुमलाई वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी, तल छापर वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी. So here the correct answer to this question is, इस question का जो absolutely perfect answer है वो है कान्हा नेशनल पार्क. That is A is absolutely correct. ये statement absolutely correct है. Option A is absolutely correct option. ठीक है, कान्हा नेशनल पार्क is correct. Again this question came from environment and ecology. ये question भी आपका environment and ecology से ही आया है. आप देख सकते हो starting के कुछ question सारे environment ecology से आ रहे हैं, right? So you have to focus on environment and ecology. आपको इसको मतलब focus in the sense you do not have to leave aside all the other topics next year. No, you have to focus on environment ecology means you have to take this topic, this subject also in account. You cannot just cram environment or ecology, or you cannot just ratify it, or you cannot just ignore it. With polity, with geography, with history, you have to give equal importance to this subject also. इसका ये मतलब है, ठीक है. Now here the meaning of graminivorous, इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Let us understand that also. What is graminivorous? So graminivorous का मतलब होता है animal which feeds on grass, जो घास फूस खाता है, ठीक है. That animal is known as graminivorous. ठीक है, इतनी बात सबको समझ आ गई? This is very important. Please इसको याद रखना. Coming on to the next question, steel slag can be the material for which of the following? Construction of base road, improvement of agricultural soil, production of cement. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Now again this has been taken from agriculture. ये भी agriculture topic से ही लिया गया है आपके environment ecology में, right? Steel slag की जब हम बात करते हैं, when we talk about the steel slag topic, here you have to remember that steel slags can be used, write it down, they can be used in several activities like construction. आप इसको construction में भी use कर सकते हो, and you can also use it in paving and also in the agriculture sector. यहीं पर बच्चे थोड़ा stump down हो सकते हैं. In the agricultural sector also, many few students who have with clear awareness studied the current affairs will know that steel slag is also used in agricultural sector. Right? Why? Because it has the ability, इसके अंदर बहुत ही अद्भुत क्षमता होती है, ability to correct, write it down, to correct the soil acidity. सॉइल एसिडिटी को ठीक करने की इसके अंदर एक बहुत ही अद्भुत क्षमता होती है, इसलिए इसको एग्रीकल्चरल सेक्टर में भी यूज किया जाता है. पेविंग सेक्टर, कंस्ट्रक्शन सेक्टर, also it is used, right? And it can be also used, write it down, it can be also used to produce energy saving cement by co-grinding with the OPC clinker and blast furnace slag. ठीक है, so it is also used to produce the energy saving cement. Here the correct answer will be, इधर जो correct answer होगा वो होगा आपका option D. That is all of the above statements are correct. सभी statements absolutely correct हैं. All the statements are correct. So A, B, C eliminate हो जाएंगे और correct answer आपका हो जाएगा D. ठीक है, हो गए, 2 marks मिल गए आपको, right? Now the next question, that is question number 7 says, which of the following, again it is taken from environment and ecology. कहाँ से आया ये question? Environment ecology से. Which of the following are the most likely places to find the musk deer in its natural habitat? Musk deer अपने natural habitat में कौन सी, इसमें से कौन सी जगह? कस्तूरी मृग की बात कर रहे हैं हम. Here we are talking about the कस्तूरी मृग. It is found in its natural habitat. अपने प्राकृतिक आवास में कहाँ मिल सकता है? आस्कोट वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी, गंगोत्री नेशनल पार्क, किशनपुर वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी, मानस नेशनल पार्क. Which option is correct? कौन सा ऑप्शन इसमें करेक्ट है? ठीक है, ये इसमें मार्क करना है. अगेन डायरेक्ट करंट अफेयर रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन है, ये डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है, इसमें कोई रट्टेबाजी नहीं है, कुछ इनडायरेक्टनेस नहीं है. देयर इज नथिंग कॉम्प्लेक्स और ट्रिकी इन दिस क्वेश्चन. अगेन ये क्वेश्चन आपका पूरी तरीके से डायरेक्ट है, ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन नहीं है. इट इज अ डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन, राइट? तो ये इसमें कोई एक्सक्यूज नहीं चलेगा कि आंसर नहीं आता. मस्क डियर नेचुरल हैबिटेट, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग प्लेसेस इट कैन बी फाउंड? करेक्ट आंसर विल बी ए. करेक्ट आंसर इस क्वेश्चन का है ए, राइट? It is found in Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary and Gangotri National Park. एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट, बिल्कुल करेक्ट है ये दो ऑप्शंस। ठीक है, इधर आपको मस्क डियर के बारे में भी पढ़ना पड़ेगा। हियर यू विल आल्सो हैव टू स्टडी अबाउट द मस्क डियर। So you have to remember that as per the IUCN, list of endangered species, it is endangered right now. That means only 5,000 species are left. That is why it is endangered. It's a herbivore. It is found in Nepal, India, Bhutan, China, and Pakistan. It is also known as Himalayan musk deer, right? Because it most probably occurs in the Himalaya, right? Himalaya region. Clear? इतनी बात सबको समझ आ गई? So this is about the musk deer. Now the eighth question you can see over here is, in rural road construction, the use of which of the following is preferred for ensuring environmental sustainability or to reduce carbon footprint? Again, environment and ecology, right? Carbon footprint, road construction, copper slag, cold mix asphalt technology, geotextile, hot mix asphalt technology, Portland cement. Now ये जो asphalt technology है ना, ये news में थी. This was in news. So they have framed a question directly from it. Again ये एक आपका कह सकते हो indirect question है, right? But ये direct question की category में भी आ सकता है अगर आपने ध्यान से asphalt technology के बारे में newspaper में पढ़ा होगा, right? So let us answer this question. इस question को फटाफट से आंसर करते हैं. First we will understand what is the asphalt technology. ये asphalt technology होती क्या है? This is very very important. ठीक है? Now this technology has been in news since 2017. तो इधर आप देख सकते हो पिछले 3 साल के important topics भी पूछे जा रहे हैं. You do not have to cover the last 3, 4, 5 years or 10 years current affairs. No, you just focus on the last 1.5 years current affairs. But when you study about carbon footprint or in the mains GS paper 3 construction sector, then you have to link it with the technologies, right? यहाँ पर आपको static को link करना है current से. Here you have to link the static with the current when you study for mains GS paper 3, right? So what is asphalt technology? Let us understand that कि asphalt technology होती क्या है. Also one more thing, एक और चीज याद रखनी है, that in the month of May 2020 में हुआ क्या था, news came that government has said the Coir geotextiles will be used in the construction of rural roads. That is why it was in news, right? And that is why question directly came. So you can say it was kind of a direct question. आप ये भी बोल सकते हो कि ये direct question था, right? So government said on May 2020, Coir geotextiles will be used in construction of rural roads under the third phase of Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, PMGSY. Clear? So here when this news came, आपको सारे aspects देखने हैं. When this news comes, you have to have to understand all of the aspects. Clear? So here when you indulge in a road construction to reduce the carbon footprint, what you should prefer is, you should prefer the copper slag. First, copper slag is correct. Second, you should prefer cold mix asphalt technology. And then geotextiles was in news. ये तो directly government नहीं कहा था. Government directly said that we are going to use Coir geotextiles. Third is also correct. Correct answer is A. आपका A जो है वो correct option है. Right? All of these are incorrect. A is the correct option. Clear? And by elimination method also you can remove C and D option. Because geotextiles were announced by the government only. We are going to use geotextiles in construction of rural roads. So C and D will be eliminated. Here out of A and B, if you have understood the cold mix asphalt technology, you can easily answer A as the correct answer option. So what is asphalt technology? A bitumen solution. ये होता क्या है? ये bitumen solution होता है which is used to construct roads. ठीक है, जिसको roads construct करने के लिए use किया जाता है. Ninth question, consider the following statements. Coal ash contains arsenic, lead and mercury. Again, environment ecology. coal-fired power plants release sulfur dioxide, oxide of nitrogen into the environment. High ash content is observed in Indian coal. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? कौन सा statement correct है? So here we can understand that the coal ash, जब हम statement 1 को पढ़ेंगे, when we are studying statement number 1, coal ash contains contaminants. Coal ash जो होता है उसमें contaminants होते हैं, right? And these contaminants are lead, then we have cadmium also, right? If you have studied geography, NCERT, class 9 to 10th, arsenic, it has mercury also. So first statement is absolutely correct. पहला statement तो correct हो गया. Second statement is saying that coal-fired power plants release sulfur dioxide and oxides of nitrogen into the environment. That is again correct. ये भी correct statement है. Why? Because coal-based thermal power plants are major source. ये जो coal-based thermal power plants होते हैं ना, these are the major source for sulfur dioxide. For the sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide emissions. So statement 2 is also correct. Third statement is saying high ash content is observed in Indian coal. This is also correct. ये भी correct है. Why this statement is correct? Because the Coal India Limited, please write it down. The Coal India Limited announced, इन्होंने announce किया था that content of coal or the quantity of coal which is produced, the content of coal which is produced in India, in our country, it is generally 25 to 45%, whereas the average ash content, जो ash content है जो produce होता है हमारी country में, average it is from 10 to 20%, right? So that is why statement 3 is also correct. Correct answer will be D. आपका correct answer इधर हो जाएगा D. ठीक है? So first is wrong, second is wrong, third is wrong, correct answer is D. All of the above statements are correct. तो ये आपका जर्नल करंट अफेयर बेस्ड क्वेश्चन था. दिस वाज जर्नल करंट अफेयर एंड इफ यू हैव स्टडीड ज्योग्राफी एनसीईआरटी, इधर आप देख सकते हो एनसीईआरटी का रोल भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. हियर एनसीईआरटी इज आल्सो प्लेइंग अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. क्लास 9 10th जर्नल एनसीईआरटी. 10th question, what is the use of biochar in farming? Now again very important. ये आपका टॉपिक एग्रीकल्चर से रिलेटेड है, राइट? दिस टॉपिक इज ऑल्सो रिलेटेड टू एनवायरमेंट एंड इकोलॉजी. इसके अंदर एग्रीकल्चर जो सब टॉपिक है, राइट, उससे रिलेटेड है ये पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, राइट? सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द बायोकार इन फार्मिंग. नाउ व्हाई व्हेन इट वाज इन न्यूज, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दैट आल्सो. क्या ये न्यूज में रहा है या ऐसे ही उठा के कुछ भी पूछ लिया? लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दैट आल्सो. सो यस, इट वाज इन न्यूज इन द मंथ ऑफ अगस्त 2020. अगस्त 2020 में भी न्यूज में रहा है. Also it was in news in the month of December 2019. That is why the question came from this topic. December 2019 के month में भी ये news में था. So why it was in news? Because there was, and also in 2019 a question came from this topic. That is why solving previous year question paper helps. In 2019 a question came on the topic pyrolysis and plasma gasification, right? तो ये सारी चीजें ना इंटर रिलेटेड हैं. सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज बायोकार. ये बायोकार होता क्या है? राइट इट डाउन. इट इज अ हाई कार्बन fine grained residue that is currently produced through pyrolysis process. Now question on pyrolysis process came in 2019, right? तो अगर आपने previous year question paper देखा है तो आप easily इस question को solve कर सकते हो. That is why it is said solve previous year question paper also, right? So pyrolysis process, what is it? It means direct thermal decomposition of biomass in the absence of oxygen and preventing combustion. Oxygen के presence में अगर हम किसी चीज को decompose करेंगे तो उसमें combustion होता है, right? But if you are decomposing something in the absence of oxygen, then it will prevent combustion, right? That is pyrolysis process. वो हो जाता है आपका pyrolysis process. So here the correct answer to this question is D. D is the correct answer to this question. A, B, C गलत है. D correct answer है. Biochar can be used as a part of growing medium in vertical farming. When biochar is a part of the growing medium, it promotes growth of nitrogen fixing microorganism, and it is a part, when it is a part of growing medium, it enables growing medium to retain water for longer time also. Now here let us understand what is vertical farming. ये समझते हैं कि vertical farming का मतलब क्या है. So vertical farming has been in news in the month of Jan 2020. It's a process of growing agricultural crops in vertical stacks indoor or controlled environment. I'll show you a picture also. So this is vertical farming. इस तरीके से हम indoor stacks में plants को grow करते हैं. This is vertical farming. आप देख सकते हो. This is known as vertical farming. Next question directly taken from Indian economy. The question is question number 11. In India, which of the following can be considered as public investment in agriculture? Fixing minimum support price for agricultural produce of all crops. Categorization of primary agricultural credit society. Then next is social capital development. Free electricity supply to farmers. Waiver of agricultural loans by banking system. Setting up of cold storage facilities by the government. Now here let us first identify which one of them are non-public investment. हमें public investment identify करना है, but पहले हम reverse engineering करेंगे, non-public investment समझेंगे. So first, fixing the MSP is non-public investment, right? It is the duty of the government. It's a not non-public investment, right? तो ये एक non-public investment हो गया, clear? So 1 is eliminated. If 1 is eliminated, that means A option is eliminated, B is eliminated, and D is eliminated. If you understand the concept of MSP, you can answer this question by elimination method only. अगर MSP का concept पता है तो यहाँ पर elimination method से ही answer हो जाएगा. So correct answer will be C. Directly with elimination method you have found out the answer. ठीक है, यहाँ पर एलिमिनेशन मेथड लगाकर ही आपने ढूंढ लिया. बिकॉज एमएसपी इज ओवर हियर, आप इधर देख समझ सकते हो, ये गवर्नमेंट इनिशिएटिव है. इट्स अ नॉन पब्लिक इन्वेस्टमेंट. 1 इज रिमूव्ड. सो करेक्ट आंसर इज 2, 3 and 6. Again 4 and 5 are also public government initiative. It is the duty of the government. So these are non public investments. ये भी non public investment में आएंगे. ठीक है. So correct answer is C. Directly with elimination method, within few seconds we have found out the answer also. 12th question, question number 12. What is the importance of the term interest coverage ratio of a firm in India? A term which is often seen in the economy section of the newspaper. Interest coverage ratio. Again, it's a direct question. They are asking the meaning of the term, significance of the term. Right? If you know the meaning, you can highlight the significance. First option is it helps in understanding the present risk of a firm that a bank is going to give loan to. It helps in evaluating emerging risk of firm that a bank is going to give loan to. First is present risk of firm. Second statement says emerging risk. Third statement says higher a borrowing firm's level of interest coverage ratio, worse is its ability to service its debt. So first let us understand the meaning of this term interest coverage ratio. Here the interest coverage ratio means it is used to determine how easily a company can pay its interest expense on outstanding debt. जो भी डेट सर पे कंपनी के है उसका जो इंटरेस्ट है कितना इजीली कंपनी वो पे कर सकती है, ये कैसे डिटरमाइन किया जाता है? इंटरेस्ट कवरेज रेशियो से. And this ratio is calculated by dividing a company's earnings before interest and taxes, whatever interest the company has to pay, whatever taxes it has to pay. Before that, the earnings of the company is taken and it is divided by company's interest expense for the same period. That is how you calculate the interest coverage ratio, right? Now here the correct answer will be, इधर correct answer हो जाएगा आपका A. Statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is correct. Understanding the definition, we can say statement 3 is incorrect. Higher a borrowing firm's level of interest coverage ratio versus its ability to pay off its debt? No. Easier will be the ability of the firm to pay off the debt, right? So third statement is incorrect. First and second statement are correct. So that is why the correct answer will be option A. Option A आपका correct answer हो जाएगा इधर. 13th question. Again 13th question has been directly taken from economy. Direct question है economy का. The question says which of the following factors or policies were affecting the price of rice in India in the recent past? MSP, government's trading, government stockpiling, or consumer subsidies? Now again a very direct question from the economy section. बहुत ही direct question है economy section से. So let us understand this particular question. अब इस question को समझते हैं. Here the correct answer will be, see, we all know that MSP influences the price of any staple diet in India. So first is correct. Secondly, government's trading, again that is correct. Government trade करता है, it will affect the price of any staple commodity in India. That is also correct. Government stockpiling, yes, if government undertakes the stockpiling, again it will influence the price. And consumer subsidies, yes, it is also going to influence the price. So you can say it was a common sense based question. ये बहुत ही easy common sense based question था. इसको easily answer हम कर सकते थे. ठीक है, correct answer is D. All of the above are correct. सभी statements ये ऊपर correct हैं. ठीक है, all of the above options are absolutely correct. Next question. Now next question is again from economy section. ये भी आपका direct economy section का question है and also it's a direct question. Here you cannot give any excuse कि ये indirect था या tricky था. It is very easy simple question. Consider the following statements. Value of Indo-Sri Lanka trade has consistently increased in the last decade. Decade means the last 10 years, 2010 to 2020. ठीक है, ये हो जाता है आपका decade, last decade. ठीक है. Textile and textile articles constitute important item of trade between India and Bangladesh. In the last 5 years, Nepal has been the largest trading partner of India in South Asia. Again, you can answer this very easily. आप बहुत easily इसको answer कर सकते हो, right? Because here you can see that if you look at statement number 1, अगर हम current affairs को आपने consistently पढ़ा है, if you have studied the current affairs consistently, you can say the value of Indo-Sri Lanka trade consistently increased. Consistently word is wrong. ठीक है, it has increased, it has decreased in the last 10 years, but it has not been consistently increasing. So ये क्या हो जाएगा आपका incorrect हो जाएगा consistent word की वजह से, because of the word consistent. ठीक है, आप इस तरीके का ग्राफ देख सकते हो. This was the graph of trade between India and Sri Lanka in the last डेकेड. पिछले 10 सालों में ये ग्राफ रहा है ट्रेड का, इंडिया और श्रीलंका के ट्रेड का. इट हैज नॉट कंसिस्टेंटली इंक्रीज, बट यस you can say it was neither consistent, it was not consistently high or consistently low. ठीक है, so first statement is wrong. Second statement, textile and textile articles constitute important item of trade between India and Bangladesh. ये बांग्लादेश और इंडिया के बीच में है. Yes, because of the very fertile land or fertile areas between India and Bangladesh, there you can say the most prominent item of trade between the two countries is textile and textile articles only. ठीक है, so second statement is correct. Second statement correct है. Third statement is saying in the last 5 years Nepal has been the largest trading partner of India. Again, this is, if you have studied the current affairs, this is wrong. Why? Because it is not Nepal, it is Bangladesh. Nepal nahi, Bangladesh is the correct answer. Bangladesh is the largest trading partner of India in South Asia. So third statement is wrong. So if third is wrong, current affairs, if you have studied them, right, you can eliminate very easily. Correct answer is B. Correct answer आपका इधर हो जाएगा B. Right? Clear? So again, it was direct question from current affairs. ये direct current affair based question था. Now the next question, as you can see over here, ये next question आप देख सकते हो. It is question number 15. ये हो गया आपका question number 15. In which of the following groups are all the 4 countries members of G20? Right? अब ये group of countries they have given and you have to identify in which group all the members of G20 are listed. Not all, आप कह सकते हो 4 countries of G20, at least 4 countries are listed. इस group में से कौन से ग्रुप में कम से कम 4 countries listed हैं G20 की. 4 countries should be listed. So here if you remember the countries in G20, you can easily answer it. And I have already, we have prepared a video on important international organizations on this YouTube channel. इस YouTube channel पे हमने important organizations के ऊपर, international organizations के ऊपर already video बनाई हुई है. तो अगर आपने important organizations पढ़ी हैं, then you can easily answer, right? So let us understand the member countries of G20 first. So these are the member countries of G20. ये G20 की member countries है. Again direct question from current affairs. ये भी direct question था current affairs में से, right? So here Argentina is present in over here. यहाँ पर आपको Argentina देखने को मिलेगा, right? Argentina is present over here. कहीं भी यहाँ पर Argentina नहीं है. Correct answer is A. इस question का correct answer हो जाएगा आपका A. Direct question, correct answer is A. The next question over here you can understand it. Question number 16. Under the Kisan Credit Card Scheme. Direct question, current affairs. Under this Kisan Credit Card Scheme, short-term credit support is given to farmers for which of the following purpose? First is working capital for maintenance of farm assets, purchase of combined harvesters, tractors and mini trucks, consumption requirement of farm household, post-harvest expense, construction of family house and setting up of village cold storage facility. Now this is a common sense based question also. Even if you do not know the correct answer, you can apply your common sense. It is saying Kisan Credit Card Scheme. Kisan means farmer. Kisan Credit Card Scheme. So the government is going to provide short-term credit to the farmers, not for the construction of family house. So using common sense, fifth statement is eliminated. If fifth is eliminated, that means A is wrong and C is wrong. A भी गलत हो गया, C भी गलत हो गया, right? Here the option D is not visible. It is all of the above. ठीक है, option D है all of the above. और and all of the above is also eliminated. All of the above भी eliminate हो जाएगा because this is using common sense. So by elimination method only, यहाँ पर elimination method use करके ही आप आंसर निकाल सकते हो. It will be correct answer will be B. देखो किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड है, गवर्नमेंट शॉर्ट टर्म क्रेडिट घर बनाने के लिए तो देगी नहीं फार्मर्स को, ठीक है? सो फिफ्थ ऑप्शन हटाकर एलिमिनेशन मेथड यूज करके द करेक्ट आंसर इज बी. स्टेटमेंट 1, 3 and 4 आर करेक्ट. अगेन सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज रॉन्ग. ठीक है, क्लियर? इतनी बात क्लियर हो गई? So this is very easy way. Elimination method is a easy method if you apply a little logic. थोड़ा सा लॉजिक लगाते हो तो ये easily आप आंसर कर सकते हो, ठीक है? Question number 17 says, consider the following statements. Again, direct question from economy current affairs. ये भी आपका एक direct question ही है, ठीक है? The weightage of food in consumer price index is higher than that in wholesale price index. Next statement, WPI does not capture changes in the price of service, which CPI does. Reserve Bank of India has now adopted WPI as its key measure of inflation and to decide on changing the key policy rates. Correct answer in this case. इस केस में जो correct answer आपका होगा वो क्या रहेगा? First of all, let us understand the third statement. पहले तो ये third statement समझते हैं. RBI uses what in the key measure of inflation? So there was an announcement on 2014 April 2. April 2 को 2nd April 2014 there was an announcement by RBI and the governor at that time was, उस टाइम पर गवर्नर कौन थे RBI के? रघुराम राजन. He announced that the central bank, now the central bank, it is going to adopt consumer price index as the key measure of inflation. 2014 में ही अनाउंस हो गया था कि अब से कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स को यूज किया जाएगा इन्फ्लेशन के की मेजर के तौर पे. एंड सिंस देन 6 years have passed. RBI will never commit a mistake of frequently changing the key measure of inflation as it will disturb the economy. So the third statement is incorrect. When third statement is incorrect, C and D option can be eliminated. Okay, clear? Now coming on to the first and second statement. अगर हम first statement की तरफ देखते हैं, right? The weightage of food in consumer price index, it is higher than WPI. Again, you can answer this question only and only if you understand the functioning of WPI and CPI. अगर WPI CPI को समझा है अच्छे से तभी इसको आंसर कर सकते हैं. Now when we understand consumer price index, वेट फूड का वेट कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स में है 39.06% के आसपास. And consumer price index takes into account what? The household expenditure. CPI क्या लेता है अकाउंट में? ज्यादातर household expenditure को लेता है, ठीक है? And WPI wholesale price index takes into account, it takes into account the manufacturing inputs. ठीक है, जितने भी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इनपुट है ये उसको अकाउंट में लेता है. इट ऑल्सो टेक्स इनटू अकाउंट द इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स लाइक मिनरल्स, जैसे कि मिनरल्स हो गए, लाइक द बेसिक मेटल्स, मशीनरीज एटसेट्रा. So by understanding the definition we can conclude that yes, the weight of food in CPI is higher than the weight of food in WPI. Correct statement. सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट, अब जब यहाँ पर फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट हो गया तो बी ऑप्शन एलिमिनेट हो जाएगा, ए ऑप्शन ऑटोमेटिकली बचा हमारे पास, राइट. WPI does not capture changes in the price of services. Yes, because WPI does not include services. इसमें services तो आती ही नहीं है, ठीक है. CPI does. So second statement is also correct. Second statement भी आपका absolutely correct है. Now the next question. Consider the following pairs. Now again geography, ये आपका geography section हो गया, and plus current affairs. Direct question है, this is a direct question again. River, Mekong River flows into Andaman Sea, Thames, Irish Sea, Volga, Caspian Sea, Zambezi, Indian Ocean. So the correct answer, they are asking which of them is correctly matched. इसमें से कौन सा correctly matched है. तो इधर आप देख सकते हो, दिस इज द मेकोंग रिवर, ये मेकोंग रिवर जा रही है एंड इट इज नॉट फ्लोइंग इनटू द अंडमान सी, ये अंडमान सी में नहीं फ्लो कर रही है, राइट. सो ओवर हियर यू कैन सी दिस इज द अंडमान सी, यहाँ पर आपका हो जाता है अंडमान सी. दिस इज द मेकोंग रिवर, ये आपकी मेकोंग रिवर है, ठीक है, एंड इट इज फ्लोइंग इनटू द गल्फ ऑफ थाईलैंड, नॉट द अंडमान सी. तो फर्स्ट इज रॉन्ग, पहला आपका गलत हो गया एब्सोल्युटली, ठीक है. सेकंड सेज थेम्स आयरिश सी, तो इधर आप देख सकते हो दिस इज द थेम्स रिवर एंड इट इज नॉट फ्लोइंग इन द आयरिश सी, दिस इज द नॉर्थ सी, ये आयरिश सी नहीं है. सो अगेन दिस इज रॉन्ग, ठीक है. सो हियर यू कैन से दैट सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज आल्सो रॉन्ग, सेकंड भी आपका गलत हो गया. थर्ड इज सेइंग वोल्गा कैस्पियन सी. नाउ इधर एलिमिनेशन मेथड यूज करेंगे, ए आपका गलत है, राइट, ए इज रॉन्ग, डी विल आल्सो बी रॉन्ग. नाउ वी आर लेफ्ट विथ टू ऑप्शंस बी एंड सी. इधर आप देख सकते हो वोल्गा रिवर, यस इट इज करेक्ट, कैस्पियन सी, इट इज फ्लोइंग इनटू द कैस्पियन सी. ये कहां पर आके फ्लो कर रहा है वोल्गा रिवर, कैस्पियन सी में, ठीक है. दिस इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट, ये बिल्कुल करेक्ट है. एंड व्हेन सी इज 3 इज करेक्ट, आप देख सकते हो वोल्गा कैस्पियन सी करेक्ट है, 3 इज करेक्ट. नाउ लुक, लेट्स लुक एट द नेक्स्ट ऑप्शन, दैट इज जाम्बेजी इंडियन ओशन. सो हियर यू कैन सी दिस इज जाम्बेसी रिवर, ये आपकी हो गई जाम्बेसी रिवर एंड इट इज फ्लोइंग इन द इंडियन ओशन, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. तो इधर हम कह सकते हैं कि आपका फोर्थ ऑप्शन इज आल्सो करेक्ट. करेक्ट आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज 3 and 4 आर करेक्ट, दोनों ही करेक्ट हैं. Now the next question is, consider the following statements. In the case of all cereals, pulses and oilseeds, procurement at MSP is unlimited in any state or union territory of India. And in the case of cereals and pulses, the MSP is fixed, not all. Word all is not over here. It is fixed in any state or union territory at a level to which the market price will never rise. Again, ये आपका इकोनॉमी से रिलेटेड आ गया न्यूज, ठीक है. Now it is a little tricky, ये थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी है. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? कौन सा स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट है इसमें से, ये हमें आइडेंटिफाई करना है. We have to identify that. So if you have studied the PM Asha scheme, अगर आपने recently PM Asha scheme पढ़ी है, under the new PM Asha scheme, the existing price support scheme will continue for pulses and copra, with the central agencies including NAFED and Food Corporation of India physically procuring the produce whenever the market rates fall below MSP. तो PM आशा स्कीम में ये अनाउंस किया गया था अभी फिलहाल में कि प्राइस सपोर्ट स्कीम कंटिन्यू रहेगा पल्सेस और कोपरा के लिए, और अगर MSP मार्केट प्राइस से नीचे गिर जाता है तो जो आपकी सेंट्रल एजेंसीज होंगी जैसे कि फूड कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया, वो फिजिकली प्रोक्योर करेंगी प्रोड्यूस को अप टू द मैक्सिमम लिमिट ऑफ 25% ऑफ टोटल हार्वेस्ट. सो स्टेटमेंट 1 इज इनकरेक्ट. ये जो स्टेटमेंट हुआ आपका ये ऑटोमेटिकली इनकरेक्ट हो गया. ऑल सीरियल्स, एक्सट्रीम स्टेटमेंट भी था, इट वाज एक्सट्रीम स्टेटमेंट आल्सो, एंड अनलिमिटेड ये भी आपका गलत है बिकॉज इट इज 25% ऑफ टोटल हार्वेस्ट. सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट रॉन्ग, first statement is wrong, then A will be eliminated, C will be eliminated. Now coming on to the second statement. Second statement says, in the case of cereals and pulses, MSP is fixed in any state or union territory at a level to which market price will never rise. The center currently fixes MSPs for 23 फार्म कमोडिटीज. करंटली अभी सेंटर ने 23 फार्म कमोडिटीज के लिए ही MSP को फिक्स किया है. तो इन केस ऑफ सीरियल्स एंड पल्सेस फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट ही स्टार्टिंग लाइन ही गलत है इसकी, राइट. सो सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज आल्सो रॉन्ग. बी ऑप्शन विल बी एलिमिनेटेड. करेक्ट आंसर विल बी डी. करेक्ट आंसर आपका हो जाएगा डी. ऑटोमेटिकली करेक्ट आंसर विल बी D. That is neither 1 nor 2 are correct. दोनों ही statements, both are wrong. 20th question. With reference to the Indian economy, consider the following statements. Commercial paper is a short-term unsecured promissory note. Certificate of deposit is a long-term instrument issued by Reserve Bank of India to corporation. Call money is a short-term finance used for interbank transaction. Zero coupon bonds are the interest-bearing short-term bonds issued by scheduled commercial banks to corporations. Which statement is correct? Direct question taken from economy. Basic आपकी NCERT से ये solve हो सकता है. Basic NCERTs और if you have studied संजीव वर्मा, अगर आपने संजीव वर्मा पढ़ी है और you have Ramesh Singh, you can solve this question. So first let us understand the definition of each of them, then we can identify the correct answer. So commercial paper, what is it? Commercial paper is an unsecured short-term debt instrument which is used by companies for financing account payable, short-term liabilities, stock, payrolls, etc. So first statement is correct. Now the second statement says certificate of deposit. It is a long-term instrument issued by RBI of India to a corporation. So it is regulated by RBI. That is correct. इसको regulate कौन करता है? Regulated by RBI. ठीक है. And आगे बढ़ते हुए, if we move forward in this particular question, it is regulated by RBI. From here only you can understand issued word is wrong. यहीं से आपको पता चल जाएगा issued word गलत है. ठीक है. And it is a type of money market instrument which is issued against the funds which are deposited by an investor with a bank in a dematerialized form. And the maturity period is from 7 days to 1 year. तो ये long days word भी गलत हो गया. ठीक है, बिकॉज इसका मैच्योरिटी पीरियड होता है 7 डेज से 1 ईयर तक. ठीक है. सो इट इज फॉर शॉर्ट टर्म नॉट लॉन्ग टर्म. तो लॉन्ग टर्म वर्ड इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग. ये एक शॉर्ट टर्म इंस्ट्रूमेंट है. इट इज अ शॉर्ट टर्म इंस्ट्रूमेंट. सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट. इफ सेकेंड इज इनकरेक्ट वी कैन एलिमिनेट ए ऑप्शन एंड डी ऑप्शन, राइट. फर्स्ट इज करेक्ट, वी कैन एलिमिनेट बी ऑप्शन ऑल्सो. वी आर लेफ्ट विथ सी ऑटोमेटिकली. सो फर्स्ट एंड थर्ड आर करेक्ट. फोर्थ भी आपका इनकरेक्ट हो जाएगा बिकॉज जीरो कूपन बॉन्ड इज अ डेट सिक्योरिटी. ठीक है. इट डज नॉट पे इंटरेस्ट. ये इंटरेस्ट पे नहीं करता. इंटरेस्ट बियरिंग शॉर्ट टर्म बॉन्ड रॉन्ग. इट डज नॉट पे इंटरेस्ट बिकॉज इट इज अ डेट सिक्योरिटी. ये है क्या? डेट सिक्योरिटी है. एंड कॉल मनी, इट इज अ शॉर्ट टर्म इंटरेस्ट पेइंग लोन. वाई शॉर्ट टर्म? बिकॉज ये 14 डेज ही इसका पीरियड होता है. ठीक है. सो थर्ड इज करेक्ट. क्लियर? सो दिस इज द करेक्ट आंसर. So far we have solved 20 questions. अभी तक हमने 20 questions solve किए हैं. We are going to move forward in the next class with the rest of the questions. Very slowly, very gradually and very, with awareness and with clear understanding we are going to solve this paper. Right? I hope you will understand what, need to be implemented in the preparation through solving this particular question paper. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. अगर आपको आज की क्लास अच्छी लगी हो तो do tell me in the comment section, right? Please let me know in the comment section if you are really understanding, you are having a clarity in solving this question paper and you are really enjoying the class, so that we can move further with the next set of questions, right? Similarly, we are going to solve the next set of 20 questions, and then we are going to cover the entire prelims question paper within next 2-3 days. Very easily, very in an in-depth analysis manner, we are going to solve this question paper. I hope today's class was enjoyable. If you really liked it, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Do not forget to like the video and share it with the other aspirants as well. And you will get the PDF of this class on my Telegram channel, Simplifying UPSC with Ease. Telegram channel का नाम है, the name is Simplifying UPSC with Ease. You will easily get the PDF of this lecture on that channel. Okay? Thank you.